Brothers and sisters, this is Shu Amun Ra. Early in the morning. I mean, it is early in the morning. But the ancestors told me to get up and do what I do. If you got something on your mind, you got to do what you got to do. I use my small platform for many different things. Recreations, history, having fun. Sometimes, a lot of people seeing, oh, this guy's he's bugging out. No. When you come on this small platform, it's just completely raw. And it is subject for many different things. I'm sure I'm in Ra. And this is part 2 of a black woman, which is I find very interesting because a lot of men get upset. But I'm like, you don't need to get upset. If you think women ain't gonna speak their mind, they always speak their mind. But this black particular woman, she went in. But it didn't make sense. So this is part 2 of my part 1 series. She describes men to the T. But it sounds like she dated the men she was describing. Because you wouldn't know what type of men they are if you never mess with them or if your friends done it. Especially when she makes the allegation of 3 men, making 3 men into 1 man. And the only way you're going to do that unless you specifically dating through 3 men, the nice man, the man with the big dick, and the man with the money. And you have females who do that. You be thinking you the special one, but in fact that you're not. And they will get you to believe this is how powerful they are. Do some of them know they're powerful like that? I don't know. But when it comes to getting what they want and complaining about they don't get what they want, it's the way they're operating. 75% of the time it backfires on them. But we're going to break this young female down. I'm going to show you clips and we're going to break her down. This is part 2. When a black woman states she's looking for a man, that we ain't shit. All men. You're not shit. Including I. Even though I've been in a 13-year relationship with my wife. My heaven. So let's get into it, brothers and sisters. I don't want to put too much time because I know your patience, which a lot of you got to really work on. Here we go, brothers. Here's some of this taste.
When half of y'all don't even equal up to a whole man, it literally takes 3 of y'all motherfuckers, 3 to equal 1. How the fuck that's our fault? We gotta get 1 with a big dick, 1 that's financially stable, and 1 that don't cheat. You gotta literally have 3 niggas to equal 1. What do y'all want us to do?
3 niggas, because that's what she said. 3 niggas. So it don't matter what status quo that you have built within yourself. You just a nigga. And she says we gotta get 3 niggas. See, first of all, her mouth is dirty. Very dirty. Because you're going to be hearing calling men niggas all day, every day. And then you're going to expect that you want a man to treat you like you gold. Some of the greatest relationships on the planet goes through turmoil, excuse me. Some of the greatest relationships on the planet, which I don't give a shit because I got to deal with my own relationship. I understand I'm boffed on a journey. I just happen to bring somebody with me. That's what a relationship is based on. You boffed on a journey and you don't want to be alone. And if you want to be alone on your journey, be alone. Everybody don't necessarily has to be in a relationship. See, all this ramping and raving you're about to hear, they don't understand. You don't have to be in a relationship. But they barf on this relationship because they want to control. Listen to the key points. Listen to the words. Control. Listen to how she speaks. Listen. Let's get into it. I don't want to be talking all day. Just listen.
What? I'm playing, but I'm dead ass serious. What? I need y'all to give me a solution. It can't just be, it's not just the women. Think about it. I know so many single women right now, good quality single women. Why the fuck all of us single? It's our fault? It ain't our fault that we trying to make the best out of a fucked up situation. We trying to make the best out of what we got.
You the only one that's talking. I mean, I've seen many videos of women complaining, but she said clearly, we trying to make the best out of a fucked up situation. Well, how did you get there? Let's dive into that. How did you get into a fucked up situation? I mean, let's be clear about this. You already know what this situation is fucked up according to your words. So you want to be with the man anyway because you want to control him. You want to mold him. You want him to do what you want. Because you said, we have to make the best situation out of a fucked up situation. If the situation is fucked up like that, why dive into it? Do that make sense? Let's go back to the video. Pay attention, brothers and sisters. It's very interesting.
Gotta take the scraps because yes, now we're older. A lot of men are married. A lot of men are married. A lot of men are in relationships. So we trying to take the ones that's not in a relationship and piece they motherfucking ass together. Good luck, sis. Good motherfucking luck. We the ones that's in the struggle. Men got a lot of choices. I know right now 5 to 6 quality women I can name off the top of my head that men gotta choose from. That men get to choose from. Us on the other hand, we trying to piece y'all ass together to equal one. So the struggle is motherfucking real. Do not come to me talking about, well, it's your fault, Atara. You picked that nigga. I picked the best that I could pick with what the fuck I had to choose from. How about that? How about I'm trying to say, okay, damn. The other day I did a whole video scratching my head. Shit. I can't have a dude that look good and financially stable and got good dick. I'm stuck. What I'm supposed to do? So now I gotta.
I can't have a dude that look good, stabilized, and a good dick. First of all, the dick don't do nothing unless the man does it. See, this is where the immature comes from. Pay attention to the bullshit. Good looking, stabilized, and a good dick. Bitch, what the fuck you think this shit is? A supermarket? You think this is a supermarket that you could buy the best quality shit? I mean, listen to this fucking ramping and raving out of her mouth. Good looking, stabilized, and a good dick. Now, you want these things for you and the rest of the women. But what are you bringing to the table? Because you don't look good. You look, half your shit look like it's all fucked up. You went to the Chinese motherfuckers to get your nails done. We could tell that. You know what I mean? You ain't go to a black-owned store. You know, pay attention to how these things be operated. Pay attention to how, you know, the dividing and the division of our people. You're divided over silly, petty madness. because that sounds madness. Let's get back into it.
Hey, forget it. Don't worry about the dick no more. Okay, don't worry about the money. Don't worry about the looks. One of those things I gotta scratch off my motherfucking list because I gotta piece a nigga together. That's just it. So, Kent, shut your ass up. James, shut your ass up. Joe, shut your ass up. Twan, shut your ass up. Pendleton, shut your ass up. It is hard out here in these streets for us women. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I don't care how y'all feel. I'm taking up for the women today. How about that? How about y'all step?
Now, she just told you clearly that she is taking out for the woman today. You ain't taking up for my wife. I've been with her for 13 years. We got children and grandchildren. So you ain't taking up nothing for no woman. If you ask the average woman, they be thinking you silly. You talking about we got a piece. See, he telling on herself, brothers and sisters. This woman here is telling on herself. Talking about, I gotta piece y'all together. Like if you a robot. Like if you Frankenstein. And she is the mad scientist. And she has to piece you together. She's telling on herself. Do you recognize that? Now, if you ever recognize that, it's because you lost. I don't know what kind of man you is. But if you listen to it, and it's not, you don't have to be clear about it. She's bluntly telling you, I have to piece you together. We have to piece you together. She's telling you that she messed with more than one man. And when she goes out to look for a man, or men, M-E-N, she looks for certain qualities of the men. And then she uses you for what she wants. She's just telling on herself. She ramping and raving. And what's going on, for what I'm listening, obviously each of the men that she's dating is not working the way she wants. And she's tired. See, you don't ramp and rave like that if you're successful. But she's not successful, so she's ramping and raving because all the men that she's dating, because obviously she's fucking every last one of them, and she's tired. She worn out. So now she wants to express herself because she says, I don't give a fuck about none of you men. That's what she says. Let's get back into it. Man, if you find a woman like this, you better leave her where she at. But the problem is, they're wolves in sheep clothing. They're wolves in sheep clothing. Listen to me now. These type of females are wolves in sheep clothing. And if they get into your shit, it's going to be hard to get it out. Pay attention now.
Y'all motherfucking game up and get your shit together. Half of these niggas homeless. They living up under a roof with a female and ain't none of they names on the motherfucking nothing in that house. Y'all homeless niggas. We gotta pick from niggas that's homeless. We ain't even got pickings of niggas that got their name on shit. Because 90% of the men is living up under another bitch roof and their name ain't on nothing. You're homeless.
Now, she said 90% of men are homeless. Now, where did she get these stats from? Where did she get these stats from? But what she didn't tell you was a great percentage of you women, you homeless too. Because if it wasn't for white daddy, you be in serious trouble. She ain't tell you that welfare shit. She getting SSI for her children. Because she ain't working. Because see, a woman that's working and have her own, don't come on, enter on the internet and talk like that. Guarantee you. Once again, you can look to see what she got on. She ain't got nothing that's valuable. You can look. She ramping and raving about bullshit. A lot of them be on welfare. A lot of them getting a check because she had a baby by the man and she went to white daddy, went to court, so she can get a check of him. Now, she right. A lot of men don't do right. I'm going to give you that point. You get points for that. A lot of men don't do right for their children. But the check is not for you. The check ain't for you to look good. The check is for the children. And this is what she ain't telling you, you see. See, they'll get that alimony check and they don't take care of the kids. And she looked just like that type. Look at her. Who car she sitting in? She popping a lot of shit. Who car she talk? Who car she's in? So when she talking about men are bums, beat the game. Men are bums. You live with a woman. How that man get into that house? As Dracula says, let me in. Let me in. So how the men get into that house? Since the man's living with you in your welfare house, your SSI house, how did he get in there? You let him in the door. You wanted company. You wanted to smoke weed. You wanted to drink with him. And ultimately, you wanted him to fuck you. And then when he fucked you and you go, oh, that felt so good, you don't have to leave. And then now she's scheming. Now she's coming up with ideas what you can do for her and her needs. You got a job? What kind of skills you possess? Oh, I'm gonna go out there and look for a job. When you gonna look for a job? I believe in you. And then she'll tell you that. Now you could be a purified street hustler. She don't give a fuck as long as you bringing that money to her. And then when shit hit the fan, you become the bum. When shit hit the fan, you ain't shit. When shit hit the fan, the only thing she's gonna tell you, because you hear what she said, good dick. The only thing he was good for is a good fuck. You a product to her. That's what she's making it sound like. Let's get back into it a little bit more.
You're homeless. We got a pic from a nigga who car in his baby mama name. We fucked up. We fucked up. We ain't got a lot of shit to pick and choose from. We fucked up. Baby, I've been to prison. You know what I'm saying? I'm just jumping out of prison, so you know a nigga trying to get on his feet. What the fuck I'm supposed to do? I don't want to die alone. So I'm sitting at home at...
Now here's the excuse. Here's the excuse where I never understand. You just ramping and raving, shitting all over men. Talking about he came home from prison. And then you go, what the fuck am I supposed to do? It's called a choice. See, you got a choice like everything else in this world. Yes, you have a choice. You don't have to do none of these things, but you do it. In your choices, in your description, you go, I don't want to die alone. You don't want to die alone. So now you told on yourself again. You're saying that you have dropped down your standard of living because you don't want to die alone. So now you go, well, I'm going to have to choose one of these men. No, you don't. First of all, you never mention, and I'm about to get off, because this is going to be a part 3 to this. First of all, she never mentioned no religious men, okay? Second of all, she never mentioned any graduate college students who graduated. She never mentioned a man lived working in the corporate world or the blue blue collar, which is meaning people work for the city or the government. She don't mention none of that. So her standards are already low. Self-esteem is already low. What she described to you And then she says the streets. Pay attention. These are different words you use what type of woman you dealing with. Oh, the streets. These niggas. This and that. See, her self-esteem is already low, brothers and sisters. She have not elevated her game. She goes, whatever I can find. Go back to school. Read some books. Study. Get into some kind of good religious belief system. She don't want to do all that. She wanted the easy way. She wants some motherfucking man to give her what she want and kiss her ass. That's the truth. That's the truth. But there's going to be a part 3 because I'm going to finish it off on part 3. So what we have here, brothers and sisters, is your standard low self-esteem female who went through the barrel. Because she just told you, whatever you like it or not, she went through the barrel of her low self-esteem, her low life. Talking about, I got to piece 3 men together to make one. She told you she messed with 3 men to make one. Now here's the thing. She ruined. And she ruined herself. And she go, why men be blaming us? You supposed to blame yourself. And it is your fault. Whether you want to believe it or not, you have a choice to elevate the game. You have a choice to elevate yourself, to make yourself better. We all start off on the same gate. It's called birth. And whatever we make ourselves to be and choose to be better, or you got some people just don't care. They're going to live the life the way they want. And that's their prerogative. But if you choose the wrong side of the fence, and now you coming out here ramping and raving, you have not tasted the world. You said 90% of men, like if you know 90% of men on the planet. And I know people say, well, that's just a figure of speech. The 90% is the men who she messed with. That's who she was talking about. 90% of the men who she was messing with. That's just the truth, whether you want to believe it or not. Look at this woman. Look, just as you could tell what you're dealing with. She been out there. And obviously she been out there deep. It's, you know, if you got to get the ramping and raving out of your system, is understandable. But you put yourself, because she got over 13,000 comments. 13,000 comments. 940,000 views. 20,000 shares. Oh, she put herself out there. She put herself out there. I read some of them comments. I'm going to tell you something. She got a lot of females who's just like her. And you got some weak motherfuckers who just weak, they just go along with it. But the average people was like, nah, that should go both ways, men and women. I read some of these comments. So brothers and sisters, you peace out. Sally, this is part 2 of a woman says she's struggling. And all men ain't shit. Deuces.